Hey all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hope you all had a very nice Happy New Year. Welcome back to Hyderabad Power Platform User Group. In this meetup, we have with us Goloknath Mishra and Adithya Ram Parisa. They both are, well-known names in the Power Platform community. Here we like today Golak is going to talk about ethics and innovation, how you can use responsible AI in Microsoft's ecosystem, and Aditya is going to talk about invoice analytics with AI builder and Power BI. If you have any questions, you can drop those on the chat, and you can even reach out later to Golak and Aditya. And if there is anything, you can connect. But these two people are amazing and will reach out to you with the information you need. So thank you, Golak and Aditya, for coming here with us at the Hyderabad Power Platform User Group.
Thank you, Ritika, for introducing. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys have great learning session. By the way, how much time we have? For me, can I know? 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour is fine,
Okay,
Golak.
perfect. Okay,
Whatever time you want to take.
okay. No, I won't take much time. Whatever. Yeah. Hi. Yes. Nice to see you also. But anyways, let me. So, shall I take it forward?
Yes, Golak, please go ahead. You can share your screen. I can add it to the stream so it will be visible to all.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure which screen I'm presenting. Let me present my second screen.
Okay, so I see something here. Let me see. I see the PPT.
Okay, let me make it full screen. You can see full
Yep.
screen now.
Yes, full screen.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, hi everyone. Nice to meet you. I know this is, I think, post lunch. Maybe some people are feeling drowsy or other things, but anyways, the topic I won't make it much into the PPTs and other things. Rather, I'll try to take it forward some PPTs, some demos, so that you won't feel like dull. In that note, today we are going to discuss about ethics and innovation, responsible AI in Microsoft ecosystem. I think it is all about the buzzword, it's responsible AI, right? Recently, if you guys, I understand, I saw a lot of posts in LinkedIn where you guys recently had AI tour, right? In AI tour, I saw there is an statement yesterday in Times of India when there is a meeting with Nandan Nilekani, who is the Infosys big boss earlier, and with Satya's meeting. He also raised the point AI is always there, but it should be responsible AI. It should be within responsibleness. If you can just go yesterday's Times of India, an article is there. So why this discussion also came into that responsible AI, and it's always there and across all the ecosystem. That's why I think this is the right uh, thing to talk about, because all now everyone is moving towards AI, but we should move towards responsible AI. And where exactly responsible AI? Well, let's deep dive how exactly Microsoft is trying to answer this. And with you, just for a housekeeping point of view, this is all about me. If you want to know more, you can just QR scan. I won't take much time on this. Microsoft MVP, MCT, and yeah, I do have my relevant career point of view, TOGAF, and all these things. So that's why I do look into the enterprise architecture point of view and my current organization. That's why I look towards the holistically end-to-end point of view. This is really helpful to understand how and where is the pain point is all about. Okay, in that note, let's understand what is the agenda. Today's agenda will cover mostly evolution of AI, and I won't take much time on that. Why there is a need of responsibleness, responsible AI, what is the principle of responsible AI, and Microsoft AI portfolio, and then Azure OpenAI point of view. I think this one will cover over the period. Then what Microsoft is adding, and at last is a demo. Let's start with the evolution of AI. I think this slide most likely, I'm assuming you guys already saw a lot of places. How exactly artificial intelligence is the AI came, then machine learning, then deep learning, and now it is generative AI from 2021 onwards. Okay, now let's understand how Microsoft is empowering with AI. If you see, Microsoft is empowering from pro code, low code, and in collaboration in all suite across AI is there. If you can see right now, Copilot is across all the suites. For pro developers, yes, there are also, you can go ahead, you can build your Azure OpenAI services and spin up. We do your custom way, a lot of innovations where you are looking towards. And those who are not pro developers, like makers and end users, especially, but they also want to leverage the capabilities of AI and how to leverage that. This is where actually, if you see, Power Platform tech stacks is all about, right? In Power Platform tech stack, it's all about the low code, and in that also they have given AI flavor. If you see, I will say very first they started with AI Builder, who in, I will say, before 2 3 years or 5 years, someone to build a AI model and use the AI model, it's literally a tedious task. But when AI Builder came, it has built-in models are available. You can just go and use, and that security and everything also in place. Because maybe there are some portals or something is there, they may be giving built-in capabilities, but how much trust you can do on that. This is where is all about. AI Builder is really helping, looking into the trust point of view, looking into the low code and ease of use point of view. This is where Microsoft Power Platform really helping on that. And now on top of that, Copilot is there. Okay, so I won't go much into the Copilot segment in this session. Rather, I will go to how responsibleness is added across the platform. Okay, it's more towards generic. So now moving towards, if you see, for every makers there is something, and end users always they are using Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other things. And you all know, right? Whenever you are going to a meetings in Microsoft Teams now, you can see, you can just turn on your Copilot. Literally, if I miss, I go to toilet or somewhere to in between the meeting, and literally it is keep tracking or everything. Just I can click on summarize, it will giving me summarize what is my action items or something is it, anything I need to answer or anything I need to do. Even in between also you can ask, right, Copilot, what how the meeting happened so far and other things. This is where the beauty of the Copilots in collaboration tools. Even I remember the PPT presentation, when I go for a customer location, I don't have time to prepare any PPT. I just use the Copilot. Okay, spin up few slides, it automatically, I just write some few prompts, it automatically gives me slides. This is where is all about the beauty of the Copilot. It's just, I mentioned the PowerPoint, Teams, and Word also. Similarly, you can ask any article, any format, it will give you. If you want a article format, it will give really nice formatted way in different sections. If you want QA type, it will also give you in a QA format. That's where the beauty of Copilot, AI, and generative AI, typically the generative AI and large language models is all about. Now let's understand where there is a need of responsibleness. We talk about AI, and at what point of time we thought, okay, there is a responsibleness is required. For example, this is few challenges I listed. If you can see, bias can affect a result. Let's say I am biased towards something, and I like somewhat something. I have something, some person. I have some hankering. I literally prefer someone. That's why whenever any loan sanctioning process, this is one just an example, a loan approval model. Let's say if that discriminates by gender due to bias, the data with which it was trained, then this is where is all about. It's a training of the data, right? It, how I will train the data. If I train the data in a biased way, then definitely outcome will be in the bias format. Okay, then error may cause harm. An autonomous vehicle experiences a system failure and causes a collision. Let's say any autonomous vehicle, then in that case, if any uh, system failure happen, then there is a collision will happen, and it will really impact a huge. Okay, this is where actually we should have some responsibleness in mind. Okay, any kind of autonomous we are doing on artificial intelligence we are implementing, that should have some kind of responsiveness to see what is the impact of that. And medical diagnostic, and I won't go one by one. Medical diagnostic, you guys can read this. I'm assuming you guys have already read through this slide, whatever I have written, different use cases. Now let's understand what are the principles of responsible AI. So basic principles as part of the Microsoft responsible AI and approach is all about, first is fairness, then is reliability and safety, and privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, accountability. Let's understand how you can plan a responsible AI. You have to plan in a four-way. First, you have to identify. Second is you have to measure. Third is you have to mitigate. Fourth is you have to take an action. Means you operate. Okay. Identification, any potential harm that are relevant to your planned solution, you have to identify at first stage. If you don't identify, definitely you cannot put any major mitigation and all solution. It comes in the very next stage. Okay, first you have to identify, then measure presence of the harms, anything you have to measure, then mitigate. You put different layers of mitigation. Okay, then operate is solution responsibility by defining and following a deployment and operational readiness plan. You plan actually how you want to do your operational readiness. Let's say Microsoft has a concept now, right? Red teaming. I'm not sure if you have already gone through. There is a red team is concept. We'll see that later. So this is where actually you can go for to answer the responsible AI. Identify, if you can see first is with this four we discussed, right? Identify, measure, mitigate, and operate. If we think of identify stage, identify basically it includes all these operations also. Identify, then you prioritize, you test it and verify really it is a problem or not. If it's really not a problem, then why you take the actions. Okay, then you document it and share what exactly it is, it's making the harm. Then next is your measure includes your prepare, submit, and apply. Okay, you prepare actually a diverse selection of the input. You take the input, different prompts, based on that you prepare how you are going to answer on that. Okay, then you submit the prompts to the system and retrieve the generated output. Okay, then at last you apply those. So next is the mitigation is all about different layers you put, as I already mentioned in the previous slide. So first is your model. You choose the right model, where for a specific use case, let's say if you are considering, you have to choose the right model. That is the first layer of defense. Okay, second is what is the safety system. Okay, monitor and protect model, your input and your outputs. Then next is system assess and grounding. So grounding means you have to do your respective fact checks. Okay, you should have some references. Okay, so then only you literally can be within the control. And last but not the least, your experience. Definitely your UI and should be user friendly. Okay, that's these are the four layers of defenses or mitigation layers. Now what I mentioned, the customer red teaming, right? If an operational point of view, you can define the scope, you can assemble, prepare, test, report, and improve. Basically, if you see, it's a feedback loop. Improvement is always a feedback loop. Then you go for the same process, scope, and other things, and subsequently you go for deployment. Okay, then what exactly it is doing, responsible AI and all these things we are keep talking, right? So responsible AI is, let's say if you can see in this diagram, right? The client is putting some, if you see here, the communication client given some prompt, okay, to your OpenAI service endpoint. Basically, whenever Microsoft is answering, it is hitting some endpoint service, okay, Azure OpenAI service endpoint. Then you are getting the filtered responses. So whenever you prompt, when client is giving any prompt, you are getting the prompt completion responses. Okay, but in between, if you can see what exactly it is doing, it is doing content safety filtering. Okay, content safety, what are the content safety criteria are there? It is doing head content safety filtering, then visual, text, images, all these different types of filtering it is doing. Okay, then if anything it is identifying, then it is doing the respect operation, okay, to mitigate that. So that's where the next is all about the plan of responsible AI, operate the solution responsibly by defining and following the deployment operation readiness plan. Okay, so what are the features like prompt shields, groundedness detections, then protected material detection, and custom categories. So now, how Microsoft is adding ethical dimension. Before this, I just want to mention one use case. I'm not sure if anybody heard the word Taybot. Actually, Taybot, you can Google also. You can see Taybot is a Microsoft bot actually. Okay, it's I believe it is 10, 20 years before. There is a Taybot. It's a Twitter bot. Okay, from Microsoft. That what happened exactly? It's came on news. Twitter bot. Microsoft released an AI bot, and it is for Twitter actually. Okay, it is not responsible AI is not implemented, I will say in this way. Rather, AI, it is definitely it is a AI bot, but it is not responsible principles has not been implemented. And what happened that bot subsequently over the period, right, bot can be getting trained. And what happened, the Tay bot got trained in a negative way, and literally it started misbehaving. And in a subsequent point of view, Microsoft has to stop that bot. So the lesson learned is all about this responsible AI is not from the today's activity, where Microsoft keep investing on responsible AIs, I think since that day or even before. This is where is all about. It's not like a very short span of investment, rather it is the investment for a longer duration, how AI can be responsible. This is where we keep talking actually responsible AI and how it can be responsible. So basically, if you can see what are the principles it has, Azure AI, responsible AI dashboard, it has a dashboard actually that contains these six parameters. You can do data analysis, you can see model overview and fairness assessment, you can see error analysis and model interpretability. You can also do counterfactual what if check, and along with that causal analysis. Actually, these principles basically came from. I just want to take your time to show all this. 1 minute. If you can see my screen. So if you can see here, right, there is a link, responsible AI toolbox. Okay, in responsible AI toolbox, you can I can share this GitHub link. Even you can Google also responsible AI toolbox, you will get this link. So in responsible AI toolbox, if you can see, it has mentioned where exactly what is the principle it is using. And I'm just putting down, if you see, error analysis is powered by error analysis tool. Okay, if you see, this is your error analysis.ai. Okay, this is all about, this tool is all about giving your error analysis capability. It is inheriting from here. Okay, fairness assessment is, if you see here, error analysis is done, fairness assessment is done using fairlearn. Okay, it's an open organization where it has certain tools or other things, it will really help. This is the principles are derived from here. And whereas model interpretability, it is leveraged from interpret ML. Okay, you can see this is your interpret.ml. Okay, and next is your counterfactual analysis. It is powered by dice. If you can see, I'm just clicking again, you can see this is the your dice. Okay, this is dice framework, which is available in the GitHub, and it is inherited from there. Causal analysis is through EconML, and it is also available in GitHub. Okay, yeah, if you can see a Python package, it's written on Python actually. So you can see causal analysis is available here. Then data balance is powered by responsible AI principles. Okay, this is where you can see data balance. So it's not like uh, just responsible AI just as a simple word. rather it has lot of algorithm, lot of logics, lot of investment is there. Okay, this is where actually Microsoft making the system responsible AI, and responsibleness is coming to the ecosystem. Now let's go to the further coming to it. Also has customer lockbox and content safety, which we will see in some time. And how exactly dashboard it is doing. Dashboard has identification, diagnostics, and mitigation. These three steps it can you can do using responsible AI dashboard. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the demo. Let me minimize it. So, where exactly to understand how Microsoft Responsible AI is they implemented? You can, first of all, you have to log into your Azure portal. You can see this is your Azure portal. If you have subscription, you can, any new user, they can go for free subscription, or else you can go for pay as you go. Okay, I think these two are simplest options so far. So after you do your subscription, this is your Azure landing page. Yeah, I just clicked again to the home page so that all will be on same page. Yes, it is a landing page. So if you see in Azure landing page point of view, um, I have done recently Azure AI Foundry, so that's why it is showing. But if you want to, I need to deploy first, right? In AI, if you want to use, I have to deploy an AI related services. I have to go to Azure AI Foundry. If you can see in Azure AI Foundry, it is having projects and it is also having hub. So first you should have an hub, then only you can create your projects. So how to create a hub? You can click on this. Okay, you put your subscription, whatever the subscription you have. I am going with my pay as you go. That's why it is showing as your subscription. So if you can see, I created a responsible AI resource group. I use that. So name, I'm putting RAI responsible AI. I already have that name. That's why it is showing that. Okay, I'll put it 3. Just for the suppose that I think I have others with RAI 1 and 2. So I'm putting this Azure AI hub name is RAI 3. So you can go further next. You can do whatever the changes you want. Your storage, your networking, encryption. I'm not going into those details now. So you can click. If no changes, you can click and create your AI hub first. So by the time this creates, okay, you can see validation pass, then create. Okay, it will create now. If you see, it's a deployment is in progress on right top. Okay, initialization deployment, submitting deployment. If you want to, okay, I don't want to do anything. So let this do, but parallelly I can show you guys with interest of time. Okay, if this is just, it will take still take time. If you can see, right, it is deployment now. It is deploying deployment in progress. It is deploying hub. Then under within hub you can create the projects. But I already have a hub. I'm just going there. This is in progress. So 1 minute. I'm taking to my existing hub. So that deployment is still going on. You can see, right, it's deployment in progress. So without much impacting, if you can see, there is a hub already there. Okay, I'm just opening that hub. So after you deploy, your hub is deployed, it will show like this. Okay. Basically, this is nothing but AI. It will ai.azure.com. It's a website. It will give you the link. You can just redirect to your Azure AI Foundry. Okay. So once your Azure AI Foundry is there, let this I'm not sure my internet is slow or other things. It's the hub. Okay, it is loading. This is the hub. It is loading. So you can click. I think this you can go and see your resource RAI3. Okay. So let me check exactly. This is loading. Okay. So you see, it is asking you need to create a project, your own project. I have okay. I project one. Oh, deleted from here. So back to existing project, because this is the hub, right, which we are using. I'm going directly to existing project. 1 minute, it is creating. You can see it is started showing again. With interest of time, I'm showing existing project. I have two projects. If you can see, Azure AI project, Azure AI project. Okay, I already have two projects I created. Okay, you can see my screen now. It's a launch studio. Okay, so you can launch the studio. Project is there. I'm now launching my studio. Azure AI Studio. Okay.
Okay, let me check with Golak what happened. Give me a minute. Hey Golak, can you hear us? I think he is still trying to connect. Let's give him a minute.
Okay.
Golak, can you hear me?
Okay, let me share my
I
screen again.
Okay. Maybe if you want, you can turn off your video. That will give you a better bandwidth because I saw some lag in the audio itself. Um, Golak, are you there? Okay. I think there's some technical issue. Let me check with him offline and we'll try to be back shortly. Sorry for the inconvenience. Hello. Hey Golak, can you hear me? Okay, Golak, we cannot hear you if you're saying something.
Am I audible?
Yes,
You
now
know if
you are. Um,
okay,
okay.
okay,
Yep. Okay.
perfect.
Now it is like looking good. There's no lag in the audio as well. So
Let
please go ahead and share
me
your
share my
screen.
screen
Yep. Okay.
again.
Oh, he's again gone. Okay, so he's saying there's still some issue. He's trying to join again. Let's give him a minute more. Hey Golak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hope you can
Okay.
hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
But I'm trying again. I'm trying again. I think
Okay.
see my screen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's up. It's loading currently, like I'm seeing the spinner. Still not completed loading, Golak. Just like I'm seeing the spinner, but nothing is showing up. Okay, looks like this is a StreamYard issue. Let me connect with him offline and see, if we can cover some of the topics without sharing the screen. So just give me a second. I'll check with him and get back. Okay, just an update. I just checked with Golak and he's trying to join with the mobile network. Let's see if that works out for him. Otherwise, we'll try to, ask Golak to share his knowledge and then point you to the right resources so you can look at those later. Let me see what is happening with him and I'll give you an update shortly. Hey Golak, I see you are back. Can you hear me?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Golak, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I know there are some network issues. I will hardly take 5 minutes. I think if I take
Okay.
more time, I don't know, something issue or what. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Okay, it is loading. I've added it to the stream. So let's give it a minute. Okay, we can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry. I know there are some network issues. I don't know. It's a this StreamYard issue or my network issue because I never succeed on StreamYard. Just for your information, how much session I attended, every time I face this issue. But anyways, it's fine. I'll go ahead with this. So I'm assuming you guys can see the project folder, right?
Yes.
As discussed, I'm not sure how much you guys listen. First, we created hub. Within hub, we created project. And if you can see, when we created the project, it is our overview page. Okay, in project point of view, this will load our overview page. Then in overview, you can see all your API endpoints. You will see all the relevant models. So basically, if you can click on collections, you will see all the relevant models. So basically, if you can click on collections, you will see what are the models Microsoft is giving. It's not like only Azure OpenAI service. If you wish to use your other models also, you can use. You can see Meta's Llama models also there, Mistral, NVIDIA, on all models are there. Hugging Face, whatever the common models are used are there. Even whoever exposing their models to the marketplace, this space, you can see entity data also has one model, right? Rockwell also has their model. So basically, you can use which model you wish to use. Even you can build your own models also, you can release here. Okay, we'll discuss that in another part, but for the time being, let's use one model. I want to use a model to see the content safety, where exactly it is there, right? So now, let's go to a model and deploy the model. If I'm going to playground, you can see I want to try the chat playground. Okay, this is your Azure AI Studio 6. I'm assuming it is loading. Give some time this to load. So there. Okay, if you can see here, I can click on deployment, GPT-3 Turbo. Okay, so create new deployment. Let's say you want to deploy your model. You can select your model, deploy. Because if you can see, I deployed this model. That's why it is showing for me that, okay,
Okay, I think Golak is again disconnected. Let me check with him. Um,
okay.
Hey,
You
Goloknath,
can see
we
my
can see your
screen
screen.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, please continue. Yep.
But the model, I'm not sure if you can hear. You can see in between my deploy is model. Deploy model is deployed. If you can see safety and security after deployment, you can see there are different options are there. You can see catalogs here. You can see playgrounds here. You can see different services, and along with that below you can see there is a section called safety plus security. Option, try it out. You can see there are different options are there. You can do your content filters, and after that there are a section called content filter, which we saw in the presentation slides. Okay, I don't have any content filter I created so far, so I'm now creating a content filter here. Okay, I'm creating my custom content filter. I am giving a connection. Okay, so still now I'm assuming it is working fine, huh? So all are medium I'm keeping. I'm not tampering because I don't know some network. If you can add also block list, if you want to add anything in the block list, right, you can add also. So you can see violence, text, image, what is the, how much you want to, what is the level of complexity you want to put, basically how much you want to block. So you can see there are these four parameters are there: violence, hate, sexual, self-harm. Along with that, jailbreak and other things are there. So now next, I'm clicking on next simply, and then you see your categories are there. Then streaming mode, I keep it, I'm not changing anything. Next, you can see the summary of this, create filter. Now I am creating a content filter. Okay, so you will see a content filter line item here. Okay, custom content filter, it is deploying. Okay, so once it is deployed, you will see it is the applied deployment. You can see it is applied deployment. So you can see it's a current, yeah, this is current time and other things. This is the latest deployment we are doing. So by the time this do deployment, which we discussed, right, this is one of the place where you can restrict actually your model to misbehave. And I will use my existing anyways one there with content filter deployed. So now you understand how to deploy your content filter. Now you understand how you create your custom filtering and how you can configure those. Okay. So now let's go to the studio. I now again I will check. My content filters are there. Now I will check here. I think I have only 5 minutes left within this juggling around multiple things. But hopefully you guys saw already how content filter we can configure.
Um, Golak, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think there was a small lag where your screen
Okay.
was not visible for a few seconds, but it is back and I can hear you as well.
Okay. I think I will finish it as soon as possible. I'm finishing.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
so
problem.
if you
Take it.
can see already we have done the content filter, custom content filter. I'm now adding how to rob a bank. You know, it's not a proper way. Basically, anyone can ask to AI model, right? It by right, I'm assuming if I ask anything, it should give me any answer. Okay, but in this case, as we added content filtering, you see what response you are getting. It's saying the prompt was filtered due to triggering Azure OpenAI's content filtering system. Reason is this prompt content flagged as valence medium. Okay. I again type how to rob a bank. No, it is not allowing. Okay. This is where actually I will say you can see this is where the safety and all these things are there. Okay. Then I will type another thing how to again anyways these are not my intentions, just for your information, this is just to show demo, just for everyone's inference. Okay, how to smuggle the bank. Okay, you see what response I got. Again I'm typing. So hope you understand what is the intention of this, how exactly responsibleness added, how we can add added security and controls and measures, how your model will be behaving. Okay, so basically if you can see here safety plus security, you can see whatever I mentioned right as part of these things. I think this image also I shown in my PPT. Okay, so if you can see there is an, we see content filter only, but there are other options are there, block lists are there. And next is if you can see, let's understand individual point of view. I know only 3 minutes left. I won't take much time. So models we understand, we deployed we created a project. Then within that project we deployed our model. And which model we deployed? We deployed GPT 3.5 turbo. I deployed, that's where you saw GPT 3.5 turbo. And within that model we configured our content filter, and we see how it is behaving in response point of view. Okay, you can try out your different models also. You can try out your own models and other things. So next is you can see whatever you configure your models, you can test within your playground. Your playground, you can see this is the model, right? GPT 3.35 turbo. Okay, so not only that, let's say you want to automate this is also you can use actually, to be very honest. If you can see there are different prompt flows, power automate in Azure we have prompt flows. Like we have power automate, right? You can create your own prompt flows here to automate, you can create your prompt flows to automate the process. Okay, and then if you can see here, it's nothing but our flow only. Okay, so you can see standard flow, chart flow, evaluation flow, different types of gallery is available. You can use or you can create your own. Okay, so basically it's to automate the process. Okay, and the evaluation point of view, you can do any kind of evaluation if you want, whatever the responses you have. You can see there are different steps of evaluation. You can see there are different steps of evaluation. You can begin, prepare, and subsequently you can compile the data. This is and then next is safety and security. Also we saw how to do the safety and security point of view, and whatever the models and endpoints you can see. Even as I mentioned, you can also deploy your own models. You can create your own models. And in that note, with interest of time, thank you everyone. I understand there are some lags, but hopefully you guys saw at least how to configure, how to create content filters, how you can add responsibleness to your AI model. In that note, thank you everyone. Thanks. Bye. Over to you, Ritika.
Yep. Thank you so much, Golak. I know there were some hiccups, and it always happen when you just start with the demo. So it's demo God, it's
Yeah,
not you. But
yeah,
whatever we saw, it was amazing. And if our attendees, like this is going to be streamed on YouTube, if they have any questions, they can reach out to you directly.
yeah.
This was amazing.
Sure.
Thank you so much for coming with us today.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. All right. Then next up, we have Adithya with us, and he's going to talk about Invoice Analytics with AI Builder and Power BI. So, hey Adithya, thank you so much for coming at Hyderabad Power Platform User Group. We cannot hear you. I know you're talking, but
Yeah. Okay. Am I
okay, now
audible
I
right now? Yeah,
yes,
super
so
duper.
you are.
Yeah. Thank you, Ritika, and thanks, Yesh, for having me here. And yeah, Gokul, that was an amazing session. Like, in this generative era, like, that responsibility is also comes into the picture. It plays a very crucial role. So, like, because I was also working into some of the AI projects, so like I can imagine how data is very sensitive. Yeah. So, coming to my topic, so like we have seen how the responsible AI comes into the picture, right? So like I wanted to take you through a use case of uh, analytic invoice. So like this is a simple use case where we wanted to automate the process of everything, like when an email arrives, like let's say I will take you through that use case as well. Yeah, so let me share my screen. Yes. Yeah, today my topic is like invoice analytics with AI Builder and Power BI. So like I will take you through what is this exactly. Okay, before that, let me introduce myself. Myself Adithya Ram Parisa. I am working in Tata Consultancy Services into the data and AI projects. So if you search me in Google or LinkedIn, YouTube or Twitter, you can find me over there. And if you wanted to speak anything about data or AI, you can reach out to me, guys. Yeah. So yeah, this is my LinkedIn profile, so you can scan, and or else I can you can see the my LinkedIn profile in the description box, or else a comment box as well. You can click on there. Yeah. So coming to this, this is my HDC. I lead a community called Hyderabad Data and AI Community. So where we do multiple meetups, in-person events in Hyderabad and Bangalore as well. So like we have accomplished 13 meetups and 3+ podcasts and one online analytical conference. So this is our recent Microsoft Fabric and Power Platform Bootcamp. It has been organized by our team, like Ritika and Yes is also a part of this organizing team, and I would like to thank for being a part of this event. So this is a few glimpse of our last event happening at Bangalore and Hyderabad as well. Yeah, coming back to the topic is called invoice analytics with AI builder, right? So yeah, this is a use case, guys. Let's say uh, you have an manufacturing unit. You are getting a different raw materials from your vendors, right? Now it's a time to understand the invoices. Let's say every month you are getting a few of the invoices by the email from your vendors. Now you need to understand the invoices and you need to enter the data into the Excel or from data one of the database to analyze them, and finally you are going to settle down the payments, correct? So what happens here is you need to understand the data entry process. Everything it comes into the picture, like human there is a man force requirement and there is a human intervention is happened over there, and it faces some of the errors. So to eliminate them, so by using a power platform, okay, it's a Microsoft Power Platform. So it is a low code no code platform where we can able to do some business analytics, data analytics and application developments. We can also process the automations, and here we have a intelligent chatbot, so like where we can create our personal, like customers chatbots, and here we have a power pages as well, like it's a kind of a website. So it's all a no code low code tools, like by using a very drag and drops, and by clicking some mouse, we can able able to create websites, data analytics, applications, and automations. So in this we have a multiple data connectors. We can able to connect the data, with the different data connectors. In this Power Automate, we have an inbuilt feature that is called as a AI builder. By using this AI builder, we are going to process the whatever the use case we have discussed, and automating the entire process. Okay, so before that, let's understand what is the AI builder. AI builder is a Microsoft Power Platform tool that is a inbuilt feature which is available in Microsoft Power Platform, and it helps in adding like AI capabilities like data extraction part, object detection, text recognition, and it completely with a no code, guys. It's without coding we can able to recognize the objects, or with the recognize the text on the invoice or a documents anyway. So like I'm going to show you that demo as well, don't worry guys. Yeah, so as I mentioned, so this is a use case, right? So let's say you have a vendor. Okay, you are getting a monthly invoices from all the vendors. Okay, now that invoices are in the high number. Okay, what is the solution for that? You need to download the data, and you need to enter the data in the database wherever you require, like let's say simply Excel. All right, then you will be sharing that data to the auditing and compliances, and it's going finally going to be a settlements. This is a automated, this is a manual workflow. Everyone, there's a manual intervention, and you need to audit the compliances, and you need to check the whether cross check the details, and cross check the invoice values and everything. Like it takes a huge amount of time, right? So to eliminate this workflow, manual workflow, here we came up with a solution that is called as a automated workflow by using the AI builder. So here what happens is, when an email arrives into the inbox, okay, which contains email, like document like invoice document or whatever it might be, by using the AI builder we are going to extract the data. Then that data is going to be stored in the database. Okay, then we can able to do some further analysis process. But let's say here, when an email arrives, right? So I'm going to show you a demo as well over using the AI builder. So let's see a demo, short demo here. Okay, now mm, mm, share one more screen. We have this. Can you see my screen? Can you please confirm with the currents?
Yes, Aditya, we can see your
Yeah.
screen. It's a office.com website open on
Yes.
a browser.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, see here, you have to log into your Microsoft 365 Office, and here you can see the, when you click on here, more apps, or here in the like app launcher, you can see the Power Automate. So when I click on Power Automate, it's going to be opened up Power Automate. So like this is the Power Automate user interface, guys. So you can go for different, if you wanted to explore, you can check it out in Office 365. And here in the left side you can see an option called AI Hub. See here, AI Hub in the left side, you can see this. Before itself it's called as a AI builder, now it's renamed to the AI Hub. When I click it, you can see it's loading. Yep. So this is the AI builder option. Here we have, so like I'm using the trial version. So if you wanted to utilize that, you can also use the AI builder, guys. Okay. And if you can go down here, you can see the different learning resources here. If you wanted to explore more about the AI builder and how we can able to do this, you can explore the learning resources. Now here we have an option called AI models. So what do you mean by AI models? AI models is already existed and pre-trained models in the backend by the Microsoft. But we are using that models, and we are recognizing the text from by using this AI models. Okay. So here we have an different AI models. If you wanted to work with the documents, you can click on documents, and if you wanted to work on text, you can able to see the text related the AI models. And here you can see a structured data custom models. If you wanted to work with image models, you can see here image models, and if you click on all, here we have all documents, like pre-built models here. Now I go to the documents, and here I can see the extract custom information from the documents. Okay, based on my experience, what I do is, like, I will extract the data based on my custom requirements. Okay, let's see here. I will show you one more document here we have. I hope you can see the invoice here, right? So in this invoice, see here we have this invoice right now. From this invoice, I wanted to extract the name of the vendor. I wanted to extract the invoice number. I wanted to extract the tax. And finally, I wanted to extract the total bill. So these are the four requirements I wanted to extract, right? So then what I'll do here, I will simply go to the extract custom information from documents. Okay. See, these are the sample documents we have already in the Microsoft AI Builder. So when I click on, when I keep my cursor in the box, you can see the line items, and if I click on here, if I place my holder over mouse cursor, you can see the receiver's date, and you can see the date here. See, the confidence score is 99%. This is accuracy, data accuracy. Okay, now here I am going to click on create custom model. Yeah, it's getting loaded. I think it's taking time, guys. Always, yeah. Yes, it's open, and see here. So here I have a fixed documents, or if I wanted to have a general documents or invoice, whatever it might be, you can able to use here based on your business requirements. Okay. So here I click on fixed template, and I go with next. Here we can see the different steps what we are going to apply. Okay, I have chosen the document type here, and now it's time to train them, or sorry, now it's time to give the models or tags what we wanted to extract from the document. See here, as I mentioned, here I wanted to extract the invoice number, fresh bakery, like this is as a name of the vendor, and here I wanted to extract the tax, and the finally I wanted to extract the total amount. So what I do is here I create these four fields in the model. Next, this is the first thing is a text. I wanted to extract the name, right? Name, done. And the second thing is add. I wanted to extract the number that is called as a invoice number. Invoice number, done. And the third thing is field, number field, that is called as a tax. And the final one is total bill, done. Now these are the four fields I wanted to extract from the invoice. Okay, if you wanted to extract all the details from your invoice, you can do here, but based on the time constraint here, I am going to create only the four fields. Okay, now I click on next. Now I have given whatever the fields I wanted to extract, right? Now it's time to give the collection, like whatever the sample documents. See guys, in this AI model, we need to train the model based on our requirements, right? So here I wanted to upload a sample collection here. See here, I'm going to add a sample collection. Okay, I'm going to upload it from my own PC. And see, this is a sample documents what I have. So this is a sample documents, right? So this is one of the sample document. So I'm going to upload at least 5 documents over the Power Automate. So it's getting loaded. So the documents will be used to train your model. So as I mentioned, right here, this model is going to train based on my requirements, based on my documents, where I'm going to extract the specific fields from documents. It's getting loaded. Okay, I will add one more time here. I'm going to upload from open. Yeah, see, it's done. Now I'm going to uploading it. Yes, these are uploading here. Done. See here, this is I'm going to rename the collection name as a sample invoice collection. Okay, click on next. Yeah. Now it's time to tag the fields in the documents. See, whatever I have loaded here, the 5 documents, we need to give the fields. Fields I wanted to extract here, right? See, as I mentioned, the first is thing I wanted to extract the name here, so I'm going to rename it as a, like, I'm going to tag it as a name. And the second thing is the invoice number, right? So like here I'm going to tag, left click and drag it. You can see the value one, right? So like this is, when I drag it, I can see a pop-up box here. Which one you wanted to tag, what is your tag over there? So I'm clicking it as an invoice number. And the tags, see here I have a tags, right? So I'm going to tag, like, select that value, and it's going to be a tags. And the final is the total bill. That is a total bill. Yes, now it's completed, right? Now I wanted to do the same thing for this, all the 5 documents. See here, the minimum requirement is to 5 documents we need to train. Like, we need to upload the 5 documents and we need to train the model, otherwise it's not going to be work, or it's not going to be performed well, or Microsoft, like, this tool won't take less than 5 documents, guys. Okay, here I'm going to tag again invoice number, name, tax, total bill. Here, yeah, name, invoice number, tax, total bill. Yes, field name, invoice number, tax, and total bill. Yeah, I'm clicking on next. Yes, see guys, now this is a model summary. Here you can see the document, this is the owner, okay, and here we have a doc model type is document processing, and here I have uploaded only one collection. If you wanted to upload more collection or more documents, you can able to do that in the add collection documents. Okay, so from where I have been, what is the source document, like, source of those documents is my device. Like, if you wanted to upload it from your SharePoint or your online services, you can able to do that as well. So here I have given all the 5 examples of this information to extract from the document. And finally I'm going to train the model. Okay, so the training of your model, it's take a little bit time. So yeah, oh great, it's been loaded fastly, and I go to my models here. Okay, see here, this is the training. Okay, it's being it's going to be trained. Okay, now what I did is, it's going to be trained, right? So it's take a little bit more time than expected. So here we have a time constraint because of I have a pre-trained model and published model here. Okay, so when this is the document processing, see here I have been edited. So this is been done in the last, like, last month. When I click on this, yep. See here, the data accuracy is excellent, 99%. See here, I have been extracted the name, total bill, tax, and invoice, right? So when I click on use model, it's going to be used here. Okay. So here I wanted to test whether it's working or not. Okay. Now I can click on the quick test. So I'm going to upload the documents from here. Yeah. When I upload here, it's going to be analyze the document. Okay, and it will give, see here, yeah, see here, it's going to be show the fresh bakery here. This is the invoice number, and here we have a total bill, and here we have a tax. So this is an additional document. So like, this is a very less confidence. So this is, I haven't trained this, but in power in AI models there is a pre-trained fields already. See here, if you see here, this is a default informations already built in the model. Okay, so but I didn't want that, so like I want only this four more four informations to extract from the document. So I am using this document. Okay, so now I have trained this model, and when I click on this use model, so I wanted to select by using the intelligent models and everything. Okay, now I come back here. Okay, I come back here, I trained my model, right? This is the first step I did. Now the second step is to extract the, sorry, the first step is to extracted the data, right? The second step is to here create a flow. Okay, so in this also I have created a flow that is called as my flows. When I go for a my flows, yeah, invoice data extraction. Okay, when I click on edit here, yeah, see, I have utilized this, when an email arrives, that action has been created over here. And see here, I have been applied to each, like when an email, see, when I go to here down, yeah, advanced options here, I have this inbox, right? Like the whatever the folder I wanted to keep here, I can check it out here. Okay, I kept it as a inbox. And the main agenda is here, the main aspect here is to, when an email is are received with attachments only, so include attachments, like I kept it as a yes. And the subject, like if you wanted to have any specific, let's say if there is a any invoice or some kind of thing, you can keep it as, like when I kept it as a blank, it's going to be a like whatever the email receives, it has a document, it's going to be extracted the data. Okay, and the important is also like any importance, like only with attachment, yes, that email, that data should be extract when the email arrives with the documents only. Okay, now here I have another field that is apply to each, that is a attachment. So when the email, okay, see here, when a email is arrived with the attachment, that should be the taken to the next step. Okay, that should be fed to the AI builder option here. Okay, I have created here, so like for a time being, like I'll create a new flow here. Okay, automated flow name is test, and here I'll click when an email arrives. Yeah, when an email arrives. Okay, create, I go to old designer. Okay, yes, now it's going to be important. Yes, I keep it as a yes information, and importance no, only with attachments. Yes. The next step is like I have to add an action that is called as a AI builder. I'm going to select the AI builder. Okay. Now I wanted to detect the extract information from documents. Yes, so here I wanted to give my pre-trained model here, as I mentioned here. So this is a pre-trained model I'm going to share here. And here I wanted to select the document type, whether it might be a PDF or it might be a PNG here. And from, so from, it's a attachment contents, right? So the final action should be added here is, whatever the email data is extracted, we need to store that data in one specific database or a file, right? Where we need to store it. For that, I am going back to the OneDrive. Here we have, and I have created the invoice too. So here already I have pre-trained model, right? So I have been tested it with these cases. So I have given the created a one table, that is a name, bill, invoice number, and tax, right? So I have been using this table in this automated flow. Yeah, done. And here the table has been created, right? Now we need to give the same table in here in this flow. Here I wanted to add a step that is called um, add new row. Yes, add a row into the table. So this is a thing I wanted to add here. So when I use this action, the new row is being going to added into the table here. Okay, so right now I am going to here, and the location is right. It's getting loaded, guys. So OneDrive for business, I have to give my specific location of that file. So it's a OneDrive, and the email box is here, invoice to Excel, and the table here is we have data invoice, right? So I click on save, right? So yes, now it's going to be saved. The flow is saved. Now I wanted to check whether it's working or not, right? So right, I am saving it again, and I wanted to test it. I wanted to test it. I am going to test it manually here. So now to test it, I wanted to send an email to the specific email ID over here for this email ID. Yeah. So done. I'm going to send an email to this. Yes. Invoice 3. Done. You can see here. Yeah, I'm getting. Yep. Yeah. I can see a new email here. Yes. Yeah. You can see here a new email ID. Yeah, here we received an email that is called invoice 3. I have sent this email, right? So now I go back to my flow here. See, it's going to be running. Okay, it's going to be worked in the backend. When an email arrives, okay, that data, whatever the data we wanted to extract and whatever the information we wanted to extract, that it has been already trained in the backend, right? That data is going to be extracted and it should be saved in this invoice. See, already it's done. uh, Before itself we have only the 6 records, right? But I have sent the invoice number 3 here. See, you can see here. Yes, I see invoice 3. Okay, if you see here, I can see that data has been added into the row here. And if I go back to here, again it's getting loaded, right? Yeah. But what happens here is like the data is going to be added here, guys. Here you can see a new row is done, right? So what is the next step here? The data is when the email is received, the data has been extracted and that has been stored in the database. Now what is the next step? As I mentioned here, we can do two process. We can able to send it to the account team, and that data is going to be that invoices is going to be settled. And but what I do is as a data analyst also, I go back to the yes, yeah, here I go back here, and I stop screen share here, and I'll share another screen. Yes, here you can see what I do is here. Yeah, what I do is here, I can able to inbuilt this AI builder to the Microsoft Power Apps, where we can able to create a low code application, and here you can able to enable the camera as well in that application Power Apps. So like we can check it out in another some time. And the next, whatever the data has been stored here, that is going to be fed to the Power BI. Okay, that way we can able to see the analytics as well. So whatever the invoices, let's say here, the data, what are the raw materials we have spent for a specific uh, project or for specific product, we can able to do analytics in the Power BI. So for that, what I do is I'll go back to the Power BI, like I'll go back to the invoice over here. I'll go to the OneDrive, and here I can see the my files. Yes, see, this is a in yeah, see here, this is a invoice, right? So like I'll select this, and I go to the details. I go to the details here, and I'll copy the path. And yes, yes. So here I have this, right? So I will select this invoice too, and I'll select on the details, and I'll go to this path. Okay. And what I do is I'll go to the Power BI, and I'll click on blank report, and I'll click on get data, and I'll keep it as a web or SharePoint folder, whatever it might be. We can do that. So I click on, I'll paste that URL link into the same, and you can see the data is going to be connected. Yes, see here. Yeah, so here I wanted to do data invoice too. So I select this, and if I wanted to do the data transformation, I will do. Here I have only limited, like, less number of rows and columns, right? So like I'll directly load into the Power BI, and here I will do the data analysis here. See here in the right side, you can see a tables, like, here, yeah, the data here we have. Yes, the data here we have. Now I'm going to create a visualizations over here. So like I wanted to analyze the sales over different invoice numbers. Okay, so I will take this invoice number, and I will drop here, and the bill I will add here, and the final the tax. Okay, right here. So you can see there's a lot of misconception, like, it's going to be a wrong value. Here we need to change the sum of invoice to the don't summarize value. See here, this is the invoice number. I'm going to increase the font size. Text here, I need 20. Click apply. See here, yeah, you can see this is the invoice extraction, like, the data whatever we have from invoice, and that finally is going to be in the Power BI, where we can able to take the further decisions as well. See here, we have invoice number 1, 3, 5, and 6. Like, let's say if I send another whenever the data is going to be added here, we can able to use the refresh button here. When the new data is going to be added, when I refresh the data, that additional, like, whenever the new data is going to be added, that is also happened, like, refreshed and added into the Power BI. So this is a little use case, guys, from end to end. Whenever the data is going to be came via email, that data is going to be added in the Power BI, and way we can able to take a future decisions. Yeah, this is about a use case, and if you have any questions, you can shoot me, or else like I can hand over the stage to Ritika.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aditya. Okay, just let me do one thing. All right, you stop sharing
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so I was just saying thank you so much for coming here today and showing us this demo. I know when AI Builder was introduced, it was such a cool feature to use, and everybody was interested to look at how it is working. And eventually, the number of sessions on that specific topic, it went down. So now, when you were showing everything, how you can bring in invoices, it was amazing to look at it. And I believe it's a very powerful tool if you know how to use it well, and it can
Yes.
help you a lot. So thank you so much for choosing
Yeah.
this topic specifically.
And the major the important concept of bringing the end-to-end use case is like, if you wanted to have a technical skills, like you can go to the documentation and we can able to check it over there. But when it comes to the problem solving for a business, it plays a very crucial role. So where I wanted to bring a complete end-to-end solution here.
Yeah, that's great with what you.
Yes.
I mean, it was just, I think, 30 or 40 minutes session, and how you showcased really would motivate someone to see, okay, I can also do it. I will build something, and
Yeah.
I'll create it in a way where it helps
Yes.
my organization. So it was amazing.
Yes. Great, great. And again, I would like to thank Ritik and Ish for inviting me, and it's a wonderful opportunity to share about this use case to the community.
Yep, pleasure is all ours,
Yes,
Aditya.
great, great.
Okay, so with that, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much all for joining. If you have any questions, reach out to me, Yash, or Aditya, and we can definitely help you with something if you want to come on one of these events and share your knowledge with the community. Do let us know as well, and we can find you a slot for the coming meetups. But thank you so much again, everybody, for joining. Hope you have a nice week ahead, and thank you so much. Bye bye.
Have a nice weekend and have a happy Pongal, guys. Bye bye.
Happy